Hello everybody, my name is Friday, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing a game called Shelter. I played this game before, not on the channel, but I have played it before. The whole premise of the game is that your family is trying to survive in a small, tiny little shelter. We'll get to that point in a minute, but first, obviously, we have character customizations. There's not that much, but there is some. These are the characters that you play, I don't want to say as, but you play for. There's all sorts of stuff you have to do in the game. You have to keep your water up, you have to keep oxygen up, you have to have food, you have to have energy. I made everybody's traits small eater because that means that we save food, which that is always helpful in this game. So this is the point where I would like to say that I've played the game before, and there is a lot of stuff in the game that you have to be aware of. I named the cat Food because I thought it would be a good name. I played this game and had a dog, but there's a glitch with the game that if you play for a very long time, then sometimes when you put characters to go on explorations and stuff, they come back to the shelter, but they don't come back. Does that make sense? The first thing I want to do is I want to immediately upgrade the workbench. You can do that with the resources you have, and it works. The next thing I want to do is I want to have an exploration with 3 places close by, giving them a gas mask and a stick, pipe as a weapon. That should be good. Don't have a lot of water, so I'm not going to use that to trade. But anyway, so the glitched part is that they come, but they don't go back. And immediately we have rain. That's nice. I do see 1 water bottle, grocery sack, piece of metal, some screws, and some nails. Take the nails, take the metal, take the pipe pole, and lift the cement. Grab the food and the gas and the motor and the hinge and the soap. Wool. No soap. Or cement. What you want to do immediately is you want to start by getting more water containers. So if this is one of the times where it doesn't rain that often, then we want to be prepared. We just want to immediately expand our shelter if we have nothing else to do. The expedition is back. I took the cat this run because last time I had the dog. The dog is good because he's a different attack partner. He has his own attack. He does like 58 damage, which that's really good because he almost one-shots everything. But I did the dog before, and when the dog didn't come back, when the people didn't come back, it didn't bring the dog back. So I decided to go with the cat instead. And what we're going to need is we're going to need the freezer because the cat is useful in that all the rodents on the floor the cat will occasionally capture one, and that gives us an automatic free food. But what I forgot to do is I didn't had a stove, which you need a stove so you can go ahead and cook the raw food. I also decided to get the snare trap out of the way. After I set up an expedition. Snare trap will capture an animal on the surface, and that gives you a certain amount of food depending on what it is. Occasionally you'll see a moose or a rabbit that goes by, and you can capture those kinds of things. That kid, I sent him out on a mission and he decided not to go. I don't understand what his problem is. There's a lot of items that you can collect in this game. The only ones that are really important is food, gas, and water. Search location, that's what I sent out there to do. Slow down time and examine items. Gas mask, oil, battery, cement, soap. Those are useful items. Later on, you'll find items like blueprints. Blueprints are useful for the fact that you can get specialty items. You can get a special water generator. So, medium water butt that collects water from the air. There's an auto food pantry, which stores food and also does other stuff. We found what appeared to be a mother holding two small children in her arms. They were all dead. Discovering the bodies of another family is never easy. Today was no exception. It just reminds us of how close we are to the same fate. Make sure food bowl is filled. You know, we don't want to have the malnourished food. Hasn't captured anything yet. You can go ahead and disable it if nothing's in there. That's useful. And the fact that if you're low level, if your generator is low, then you can go ahead and you can cut off some items that you don't need. Occasionally, some resistance will break, so you have to constantly be ready to repair everything. The better tier items that you find will definitely, they don't break down as often. For some reason my map is a little glitched, so that I have to do the exact opposite of where I want to go. This area is a little cluster of places, so I want to make sure that we go to every single one of them, collect all the items. Some of them are useful, some of them won't be useful at all. Another 10 water. We'll take 3, 4, and hope that the storm doesn't continue to get rain. And stop. Light dust storm, medium dust storm, and heavy dust storm is something that destroys the condition of your items. Food bowl needs to be filled. So we'll get to that. We need to set up a freighter hope that somebody decides to try to give us water. There, incoming radio transmission. Accept certification. Let's see what that has. If you see two people, it's probably going to be traders or somebody trying to break into your base, into your shelter. Take the rope and the nylon. I don't really need the wood, I don't think. Or the nylon. We'll take the rope though. Give you one gas. Take a couple of nylon. That kid wanted to go take a shower, but we can't let him. We don't have enough water right about now. And showering takes a lot of water. Take the patient. Examine items, get that food, get the gas, get the rope, nylon, metal. That should be it. Search the location. We do have the oxygen filters going a little bit. Into the radio transmission. If you see now, we have gotten a deer. Small pharmacy, that's useful for me. There's somebody. They just want to trade. We have now caught our dear friend, and the pharmacy has a bunch of drugs. We'll take the metal, take the rope. The antibiotics are used for infections, anti-rads are used for radiation, and relaxants are used for stress. Certification. Somebody wants to trade. Magnesium and cordite. I don't know what they're used for, but they're used for later on. Take the food, the oil, and the water. The pliers, now that is for the workbench. Find tools all over the place, and the more you get, the more faster things are. More faster upgrades is, building stuff, and all that. Deer, until I decide to harvest it, will continue to just make noises like that. I decided to let him in because I thought it'd be nice to go ahead and let him in. Although we don't really have a lot of food and or water. We do have water and oxygen. We can share that with him. What you see now is you see coffee beans. Coffee beans are used for making coffee, but you have to have a coffee pot. And that, it brings up your, I think it brings up your water, it brings up your tiredness, takes down your tiredness, but brings up your water, but it lowers hunger, something along the lines of that. I really wanted the plastic. Whenever you have somebody in a radiation suit, if they don't take it off, after a while they start to suffocate. And that will end up killing them. The florist is usually completely useless. Usually just have seeds and flowers. You have 3 options, or 4 options. You can either trade, recruit, or food. Cement there is definitely something that I want. Cement and the knife. Knife does more damage, and the cement can be used to expand shelter. At this point, we're a little low on food. There's 5 food left. Hazmat suit and fuel. Everybody gets to shower. That's, it is raining. One of the things that you always want is you always want 3 medium water butts. The more water butts you have, the more water you collect. I didn't have one hinge that I needed to make a cooker. That's what I realized. And I also didn't have any hinges to upgrade the tool bench. People there will occasionally give you hints of what needs to be fixed or what you should add. We didn't have enough room for the knife, so I got rid of something that I'll need only in the later game, which is the switches. Charles has increased their perception. Every time you explore Wasteland, perception goes up. Food is indeed starving. I was trying to see if the cat would attack the mouse, but he doesn't until I get a stove. This is about the time when I realized that we were running out of food. For food isn't really what you want to have. 3. I got another water butt, so we can go ahead and collect more water. And this is a game about everything as close as you can. This is about the time when I realized my little friend up there had to go. As soon as I started to build little thing, I built it right next to it, and look who caught something. The cat caught the rat. Carol came to the door and offered me 2 pistol ammo bullets. Bullets are... it's a pretty good idea to have some of them. You get raw meat from mice and animals. The desperate meat means human meat. If somebody dies, you can store it in the freezer. And while the food will go up, the stress will, the trauma will also go up. I like to keep them around because they make funny noises. Now we have 10 food, 46 water, 58 oil. And now the cat food caught another food. Using a useless toilet, or a makeshift toilet, makeshift shower, bring down your water a lot. Which we don't really need. We already visited the small petrol station, so I figured why not do some places close to the house. Close to the shelter, you know? We are running low on gas masks. They don't reuse them for some reason. We have 8 raw meat. The raw meat can be used for multiple reasons. If you are running low on main meat, the people use raw meat. Your main canned food supply. Fill this food bowl, says food deserves everything, and it's starting to make noises to tell everybody that he is hungry. Rain on surface means we probably don't need that water. it's always nice to realize that our water butts are full and we can't store any regular water anymore. We now have storage of 90 water, which isn't that much. There's a screwdriver that will help us. And I'm hoping now that those 3 slots get filled at the last house. The last place that we're going to. We got a shotgun bullet. Shotgun ammo. We don't have a shotgun, but we do have some ammo for it. Kenneth turned a weakness into a strength. That's effective. Occasionally your characters will do this, and that's always useful. Anyway, that is the end of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more, go ahead and drop a like. That lets me know that you want to see more, and I'll make sure to post some more tomorrow.